Yeah, welcome to the game. It's time to ride. Truth on the court, ball don't lie. High stakes, hot takes, stats that fly. Tune in now, we keep it real, no alibi.
To everybody for ball don't lie. And I know what you're saying. I already know what you're saying. What these two been? What has these two been? We grown men. Grown men gotta work, man. We've been
Yeah,
working, we've been hustling, getting our bread,
yeah,
feeding ourselves, feeding our family. We've been hustling, but we haven't forgot about y'all. I
at
know it's
all.
been what? T, who has it been? What, 9 months? A
Oh
year?
man, I don't even want to get on the time. We have been grinding. We have been hustling. Youngsters in college. Congrats to him finishing up on school here soon. I run my own company, a couple of them, matter of fact. So God's been good.
Right.
But we're happy to be back to provide you all a little content.
Yeah, did a little sample. Did a little sample. Right now we on Zoom. You can't connect right now, but we got a surprise for y'all for the next coming months. We're gonna take over the summer. We're gonna take over the summer. Summer's for us.
We're
But
gonna have fun with it.
you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. But man, hey, please like, subscribe, keep all notifications, follow us on TikTok, Instagram page. We're gonna be popping. Promise y'all. Promise y'all. Hey, don't forget about us. Don't forget about us.
Yeah. So I mean, today, man, we got the Knicks. They're 2 wins away from putting a stranglehold on the finals. The Spurs are learning how hard championship basketball really is, and the NFL just that may have shifted power in both conferences. We're talking stars, super teams, franchise changing trades, and a draft picks that could define the next decade.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, but man, let's talk about what's everybody's in recent memory, which is these NBA finals, man. T, I've been, I've been having the conversations, with other people, and so everybody, I know everybody right now is kind of on, Wemby's head and the San Antonio Spurs head. Man, first of all, this is the youngest team in NBA Finals history. They beat OKC's last year. With OKC was averaging what their age group was like 24.
Yeah,
T, their age group is like 23.
22, 23. Yeah, I saw that.
23. The oldest one is Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes is believed 35,
Yeah.
36.
Hmm.
KO Knicks right behind him. Listen, man, like I said, I knew that the Knicks were going to be a bad matchup when it comes to the Spurs because the Spurs they don't have a forward. They don't have a forward. When you have Julian Champagnie, I love the story of Julian Champagnie, undrafted, came into the Spurs, came with the best, arguably the better 3-and-D role player in the league right now. He's showing up, he popping out. He had a hell of a game 7 against the Thunder, hell of a game 1 against the Knicks in this finals. But he's only 6'7", 6'6", 6'7". You can only do so much with guys like OG Anunoby, with Cat, with Josh Hart, with Mikal Bridges. Even though Mikal Bridges, he's not that physical. Mikal Bridges had to link the size of a 6'8", 6'8" wing, right? They need to find a forward to help Wemby. Wemby is getting scratched and clawed out there. He's finding it the hard way. They got to get a big forward. I think Stephon Castle, he's been aggressive. He's been one of the better floor generals when it comes to pick and roll, whether it's with Cornette when he gets the minutes, whether it's sometimes with Wemby. But we all know Stephon Castle has turnover issues, right? The big wing guards, which is Dylan Harper, which is hooping. Shout out to Dylan Harper, man. Dylan Harper
Oh,
might have one of the best rookie years of all time. One of the best rookie years of all time. In the
he
finals,
hooping,
he
man.
showed up. Yeah, he's hooping. He's showing off against Shea. I think he's doing. I think him and Stephon Castle doing a great job on Brunson. I think they're doing an
I
amazing
think they
job on
are,
Brunson.
man. I mean, what we're seeing right now is championship teams, they don't win one way. New
Yeah,
York, they've shown, man, that
yeah,
they're able to win games when it's ugly. I mean, they're
yeah,
physical, they're controlling the pace, man. They're clutch in big time one type possession games. Uh,
yeah,
on top of that, Cat, man, Cat to me is the difference maker. He's playing tough. He's showing
yes,
versatility, the
yes,
playmaking ability, man, to be like a point forward, in a
yeah.
sense.
That's how
Uh,
they're using him.
Correct. So it's just, and then Jalen Brunson. I mean, he's the difference maker, man. He's in this series, he is the elite shot maker, going from
Yeah.
different angles, man. He's controlling the pace with tempo. Yeah, man. I'm loving what I see out of the Knicks. I have a hot take, man. Maybe
Go ahead, man.
for this series to shift, start Dylan Harper over Fox. Yeah,
I've been saying that since the
yeah,
OKC series. I love De'Aaron Fox.
yeah.
De'Aaron Fox balled out. He went 8 for 12. He had 20 points. He had a smooth 20. You can't waste a De'Aaron Fox 20 points, especially
Mhm.
throughout this playoffs. How really uh he's balling with one leg, specifically because he's injured knee. But yeah, Dylan Harper has been the main aggressive throughout this entire playoffs. He's
Yeah.
won you a series with the Trailblazers. He's been a great attack to the basket when it gets Shea, and he's showing it against Game 1 and Game 2. With after getting 15 to Game 2, and he was hella aggressive Game 1.
Kid's almost averaging a double double, man.
He's average on
He's a
double double.
nightmare matchup. You can't do
I
really anything with him. He's going to get his shots. He's aggressive on the defensive end. Yeah, he's a future All Star in the making for sure, man.
He is, and I do think by starting him, you get a lot of spacing and better spacing with Wemby, better spacing with Devin Vassell, better spacing with Champagnie. Not everybody has get their shots up, and not only that, they get the threes up, to get the mid range shots, get the post ups with Wemby. I think it's much easier with Dylan Harper because now Dylan Harper is the main aggressive by pushing the ball before with Stephon Castle instead of De'Aaron Fox, who's not the same De'Aaron Fox we all knew from Sacramento. He's
Yeah.
still one of the best mid-range shooters. He's still one of the best pick and pop guys when it comes to the guard play. But he's not gonna attack. He's not gonna attack the paint because one, his knee, and two, he changed his game to what the Spurs need him to do, which is a steady point guard and
Hmm.
control the ball when it needs to slow down the tempo. Right?
You
You're
know
gonna
what?
need that with him to come off the bench. That's why I
I,
think
I
De'Aaron Fox.
I agree, little bro. I wanted to touch on one thing that you spoke about. I mean, Josh Hart, he
Oh
doesn't get mentioned enough, man. He's been
no,
like a possession thief in this series, bro. I mean, he's averaging 15 rebounds in both games. I mean, multiple hustle plays every night. Every guy on the team, I mean, in the NBA, NFL, they all need a guy like this that is going to
right,
go out. You know what he's going to give you. He doesn't
right,
want to, the limelight, all
right.
the stats. He just needs to do what he needs to do, man. And, he makes the team better that way.
Yeah, and that's kind of my point. For the Spurs, you're gonna need a forward because Josh Hart gets the free roam. OG Anunoby gets the free roam. They get to do whatever they want because there's no big forward. And to me, I know he's a rookie, but with the spurts that he's shown, you gotta start. I think you gotta. I'm not start him, but you gotta give Carter Bryant heavy minutes. Carter Bryant is probably the most athletic wing of this year's draft. Carter Bryant's not a 3-and-D guy, but he can hit shots when he needs to if you give him the ball enough. And he's arguably the best perimeter defender of all when it comes to the Spurs. I think Carter Bryant. I know he gets a lot of foul trouble, but if you
He
want the
be getting mixed
athleticism,
out there too, bro. He be getting mixed out there too. I know he's
but
young.
he needs the experience. And I know
Yeah,
that I know Mitch Johnson has a tight
yeah,
leash on him. But for him, I think Carter Bryant, I think he's gonna be all defensive team in his
yeah.
future. I do think he's gonna be all defensive team in his future. I think he can be a defensive player in his future. But I right now he needs the proper experience. Even if he's falling, even if he's not doing the same rotation when it comes to getting his assignments. He has to need experience, and he's your best perimeter defender, and he's energetic. And once everybody picks it up, he picks it up. And I think
Yeah.
he can do that with this series. He needs to play heavy minutes. I love Devin Champagnie, but with Carter Bryant being out there coming off the bench, being the energizer guy, because you're not getting out of Kellen Johnson, you need a
But
guy like Carter Bryant.
they need more scoring too, though, bro. They need
They
more.
really don't. He because
I
not
mean, I don't know.
I
Victor's
don't think
wearing
they
down.
need more scoring. I just think they need to play simple. They're shooting themselves in the foot. That's the thing. I mean, the
They are.
Wimby
They
last
are.
possession,
Yeah.
passing the ball, Stephon Castle not looking. Wimby taking a unpossession three when he doesn't need to. Stephon Castle doing 2 turnovers in the span of 2 minutes when you're up by 2 possessions. When you're up by 2 points and 1 minute left in the fourth quarter, that's just growing pains as a young team. You're
Correct.
gonna get that.
I
But
agree.
my point is, they only got Knicks have only scored 105 points. That's not like world beating. All they need
It's
to do,
not. But I mean,
I'm not
I
saying
feel like they're asking a lot of out of Wemby, man. The guy's averaging damn near 28, and then on top of that, um, double double in rebounds, basically double
I,
double
I
in over
I
28 points. I mean, it's
I
a
think I think I think
winner
I
though.
think Wimby, but I think what's happening, Wimby's doing too much. He's thinking too much. He just needs to play
That too.
simple ball. If
That
he
too.
just plays simple ball and don't be hero and allow his teammates to play through him. Now, for that to happen, he cannot play. He cannot shoot only four only 4 shots in the first quarter. He
Nah,
can't do that. You gotta finish strong. You got to start strong and then allow your teammates to feel that energy and feel that tempo. Okay, this what Wimby feeling like. Let's pick up with him. That's
pick
what it
it
was
up.
with OKC series. This is not Chet. This is Cat. And I'm not saying and Cat's more physical, he's more brutal, but Wimby can do it. I know he can do it.
Man,
But he's
Cat.
allowed, but he's not setting the tone. He has to set this tone to series if they want to pick this up. And I do they can do it.
Yeah.
I do think in game 3, I know everybody's counting the Spurs out. I don't think this is gonna be a sweep. I don't
Nah,
think that.
nah.
I
But I'm
think this is gonna be a
four
game
two.
six or game 7 situation. Yeah.
Four
Game
four
six,
four two Knicks, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
4-2
I'm
Knicks,
calling that right now.
4-2 Knicks. I agree with that. It could push game 7 if the Knicks only one problem is they gotta get Jalen Brunson ready in the first 3 quarters. I know Jalen Brunson, he's their offset offensive player, but for me, they gotta get Jalen Brunson started the first quarter. That's the only issue because every time Jalen Brunson starts in the third quarter, he does pick it up, but he picks it up way too late, and that's how the Spurs came back in the game 2 because Jalen Brunson they got him out of the game. You got to
If
start quick
if
with
you
Jalen
ask
Brunson.
me, man, if you ask me, I think you can't wear Brunson down, man. He is a smaller player. So the Knicks, they're gonna need more from their team as well. Obi has to continue to play well. I mean, he's been a key cog on the defensive end. But you're gonna need Cat. But let Bronson do what he does when he finishes the game. That's where we really need his energy at. He does that. I mean, hell, he's been to me terrorizing Wimby down low. So and Wimby's he's not used to dealing with that grown man weight like that, man. So
No,
yeah, he's manning up. So I like the physicality, but right now I think it's the Knicks' time. I also think we're going to hear about the Spurs here for the next 5 to 7 years. They're probably going to build up a dynasty with that young core that they have, but this is the Knicks' time.
it is the Knicks' time, and this is this if it's the championship, this is it right here for the Knicks. But I
Yeah,
do think this is going to be an actually contested series. I don't think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. But
no, no, it's not.
going off, yeah, but going off that, we'll probably recap that probably next thing in the future and probably during the offseason what did the Spurs do, what the Knicks do, what OKC does. So we're gonna recap off that in the offseason. But there's other big news on the other side, which is the NFL, man. Let's go let's go to the home run right here. Let's go with the absolute insane trade with the LA Rams, which is Myles Garrett. The
Mhm.
Browns have traded Myles Garrett for Jared Verse, a 2027 first round pick, a 2028 second round pick, and a conditional 2029 third round pick. And all the Rams received is arguably probably the best defender in the league, Hall of
Mhm.
Famer, arguably the greatest pass rusher with Reggie White up there, Von Miller, Lawrence Taylor, which is Myles Garrett. Man, how do you feel about this trade, T, by both sides? But let's start with the Rams.
It's Hollywood, man. Just like LA, when they make big splashes, it's Hollywood. It's big time blockbuster. I think it shifts the dynamic all the way over to the Rams. They are the favorite to win the Super Bowl. But yeah, Myles Garrett. I mean, they have so many weapons now, man. Offensively, defensively. Now they just have to go out in the field and prove it.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I mean, dude, the Rams are already stacked defensively, man. Like you got Brandon Fisk, who's
Yeah,
one of the better run stoppers in the league. You already got uh multiple of their young linebackers. You got Trent McDuffie. Like
yeah.
they
They
picked
just
up
signed
Trey.
him. Yeah.
They picked up Trey McDuffie. You still got Jalen Watson, who another chief. I know he struggled
Mhm.
last year, but Jalen
Yeah.
Watson is another good nickel corner that you can use. I love their team, man. They're just so stacked defensively. I love everything that they've done. And you get a Matthew Stafford who's still a top 5 quarterback in this league.
Oh,
You
easily.
you got a guy like Puka Nacua. I know he's insane right now. I hope Puka
Right.
goes
Ah,
through it, but Puka's still top 3 wide receiver. You still got a seasoned veteran, Devontae Adams, who's still a top 20 receiver. You got
correct.
Jordan Will. You got Jordan Willington. Hook him.
Hook
uh,
'em.
who's who had a really good season last year with the Rams. You still got Tyler Higbee. You still got, I mean, you got Parkinson. You got Cody Parkinson. You got so much good depth in that tight end position. The O line is solid enough with Dotson there, who's like 34, 35. He's been in the league for quite a long time,
Yeah,
but
yes.
um, and then you got Williams. Uh, there's so many guys
So
with
many,
that
bro.
roster.
They,
Too
I mean,
many.
with anything, man, we've seen this play out many times in sports where you put all these superstars together. They still have to go out and execute, and I think that's going to be the biggest thing. But Sean McVay is, he's a mad scientist within himself. So I
He
trust
is.
him as a coach. He makes great decisions to have that team prepared, ready to play every week. But yeah, they got to go out and prove it. On
Yeah.
paper, they are the
On
favorites.
paper, I mean, Kobe Turner, Puna Ford,
Yeah,
Byron Young, who had 12
uh,
sacks.
yeah.
This team's insane. Cam Curl, I knew he struggled with the safety business, but Cam Curl really good. Quentin Lake, and the reason why they do this stuff because they get the sometimes the guys in the second round or third round draft, they get the upside and they develop these guys. And then
Mhm.
they get the guys who were first round picks like Emmanuel Forbes, who doesn't live
Correct.
to hype up, but they develop them. They take, hey, commanders, let's get these guys, or let's get these other guys, these young upside prospects that probably didn't work out for the older teams, but they fit with the John with the 3-3-5 defensive base, or sometimes the 3-4, and they fit right in because all you have to do is play zone and hybrid
Mhm.
and then switch. So they're great
Man,
defensively.
correct. Oh, everybody should take a page out what their front office does, man, because those guys are well prepared, well
Yeah,
educated on talent. They go out and make great decisions. I mean, when you saw the Browns rework the Miles Garrett deal, I was reading about they were already like, hell, it's there for us to go take. And just to go out
yeah,
and net a big fish like Miles to not only enhance, that team. I mean,
yeah.
that's huge, man. Smart decisions,
Huge.
and when it comes to business, making smart decisions, with your money, man, that's the biggest thing. And they put their money where their mouth is, bro. Now they got
Yeah.
to execute.
Yeah, they're gonna execute. For the Browns, they reset to get Jared Verse, who's one of the better young pass rushers, and you get a conditional 2027 first round pick, a
Hmm.
2028 second round pick, and an
Yeah,
additional 2029 third round pick. They're setting themselves very, very well, and I think they're gonna be very fine about their situation. Now, the quarterback situation, dude. Let's see what happens. But
I don't,
defensively,
I don't know.
defensively, they already had a rookie defensive player of the year. They already have great corners. They
Yeah,
have solid defensive front line.
hmm,
You got a good running back situation there. Uh, they'll be fine. I
they
think they'll
will.
they'll they'll be fine.
They
Um,
will. They're setting themselves up nicely, man. I mean, if I was them, I would start Shador just to see where his long term potential is going to be
they're
this
doing
year.
Watson. They're
I
doing
mean, for
Watson.
the money, I mean, I know we're probably going to see Watson, but I think we'll see Shadur this year as well. But check this out: if the team tanks, they have an additional first round pick in.
They
They
do.
may go try to get my boy Arch, man, and
No,
that's not where I want to see my boy at. But
yeah,
that's another story.
that's another story. But
Right?
switch into another situation with his we all kind of seen this coming. They've been
Yeah.
rumored for months. AJ
Mhm.
Brown to the Patriots for a 2028 first round pick and a 2027 fifth round pick. For the Patriots, I love this situation for them. I mean,
Oh yeah.
for the Patriots, you kind of seen it with the Super Bowl situation. They needed another over the top key guy when it came to the wide receiver position. You can only do so much with Mac Hollins and Stephon Diggs in this situation. I love Butte, but Butte is a great three instead of a
Hmm.
two. Um, another situation is they got Ramondre Stevenson. I love that. They have a solid offensive line. Drake May is one of consistent base quarterbacks. I know everybody says he's Drake May's schedule because he had the easiest schedule last year, but I
Hmm.
think Drake May is one of the better consistent quarterbacks in the league, and we haven't seen
Correct.
this in a while. When you take your team that further to the Super Bowl with your defense,
Hmm.
they do have a great defense with Barrymore, Christian Gonzalez. So, and they're just solid when it came throughout their linebacker position. So, The Patriots, I think they're going to still be 1 or 2 in the AFC when it comes to that division. I still think the Bills can get the run for their money, and the Jets can be sneakily solid this year because I think the Jets made a
Right.
lot of good moves. But I think the downside to this is the Eagles, man. I do think the Eagles still keep afloat. You got Malachi Lemon, Malachi Lemon, they got on this, around the
USC.
23rd pick.
Yeah.
Malachi Lemon is one of the better over the top deep threats in the league when it comes to college. I do think Smith does get better when it comes to
Yeah.
now being a number one receiver. Um, I do think Jalen Hurts now can be the quarterback they need him to be now with AJ Brown not being there. Saquon, let's see what Saquon does. I do think Saquon can have a jump back year. You still have that wall with comes to that offensive line with Johnson being there, with everybody else. Who's other than Dickerson? Everybody.
I don't know, little bro. I mean,
How you feel, man?
I see it this way. I mean, it's going to be a collaborative effort from those receivers.
Right.
But I mean, Jalen's regressed in my eyes, man. He's not playing your traditional
Has
quarterback.
Jalen Hurts regressed,
Hmm.
or has Jalen Hurts with more film been exposed? Because I think this is the same Jalen Hurts that has been since I'll say his second year when he first got the starting job over
I
Gruden.
believe Jalen is great at what he does, being a run threat and then also a pass threat, man. But also, I mean, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He's had to work with multiple offensive coordinators as well. But man, I don't know. This is almost going. I'm not sure what year this is for him. But when you
This
start
is
out
year seven,
7, right? 7,
seven,
8, yeah. And so when
no,
you
six,
start
6 or 7. I
six,
don't say
7, man.
seven.
When you have past, 3, 4 years experience, I want to continue to see you elevate. And he
Right,
had a great year or two, but you got to keep elevating at that position, man. It's always
right.
about what have you done for me lately. I didn't like the season that he had last year. They still did what they need to do to make it to the playoffs. But if you ask me, he was the
It was
guy
that
that
defense.
he was the guy that held them back a little bit.
Yeah,
So
I mean the Chargers game is a great example.
right,
4 interceptions, 2 fumbles.
man,
Had a critical interception in the overtime in the fourth quarter. Critical interception, forcing the ball to Dallas Goddard. Uh, and yeah, I mean that's another great example of him trying to be something that he's not. And I do
right,
think he's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback who has great tendencies when it comes to protecting the ball at times and Phil General to pick up blitzes, and he can throw the deep ball. It's just that he's so scared to throw the mid-range passes, the medium passes, the cross throw passes, and only thing his safety blanket is use his feet or Dallas Goddard, and at times Devontae Smith. But there's a reason why AJ Brown said the things that he said. Um, and it's
yeah.
just not.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I think he was trying to light a fire under them, bro. But also, he
yeah,
wasn't being used correctly. And
and Nick
AJ,
Sirianni sucks as a
right?
coach. Can we say that?
And Brown, bro, he's always going to be a guy that can get you 1,100 plus yards, bro, and 8 to
Yeah,
10 touch. I mean, he wasn't being used the way he feels like he should be used. Over there with Drake May, he's going to get him the ball, man. He's going to be in a great situation. I don't see them falling off at all. Let's
yeah,
just see how Drake May's progression continues to climb as far as him being a quarterback. This would be what, year 3 for him? Right?
year three.
It's only be year 3 for him. I think for a guy that's probably what 25 and under right now, I think he's a top 3 quarterback in the 25 and under range, if you ask me. So with that being said, man, let's give the kid some time. But I think the Patriots are going to be fine. Eagles, I don't think they win the division this year, man. I think they take a
Really?
step back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
think they
whoa!
take a
That's a
step
hot
back.
take.
Hey,
Because I
it
mean,
might be
AT, you can. You can say maybe their offense is not as big or as crucial, but they
right.
still got Jalen Carter. You still got Jordan
Yeah,
Davis. You still got Zach Bond. You still got. I mean, you still got the Cooper DeJean.
right.
You got.
Right. I
You
mean,
still got.
I
You,
don't.
you,
That's another topic for
you still
discussion,
got Quinion
Wilco.
Mitchell.
That's another topic because I don't want to make that pick right now. But I'm just saying, man, I might have to circle back around the bull I was saying about Dak Prescott last year
No,
because the guy did ball last year. Hey, the eye in the sky don't lie. If I'm wrong, I'm always come back and say, hey, I was wrong. Dak played great football last year, man, but it wasn't winning football. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But with that being said, man, we'll wait for our picks and things of those sorts. I just don't think they win the NFC East this year, bro.
I think they still NFC favorites just by the defensive alone. I do think getting Jonathan Gennard and Tariq Woolen, I do think that kind of resets them back as a top five defensive team, and I
Mm-hmm.
do think they're just going to set up with offensively. They're just going to set up Saquon Barkley. Hope Saquon Barkley comes back to the 2024, 2025 version of Saquon, and then take Bigsby, who's one of who's a solid backup running back. They're just going to do smash football again with offensively, and hope their defense comes with a few possessions to help them out. That's what they're going to do. I think it's enough, but I mean, we're into that conversation that we both talked about last night and about saying, hey, kind of the take of like, okay, what does the division look like now? Because kind of everybody in this division kind of got better this year, right? In terms of the draft, in terms of the offseason moves, um, you want to go based off what Cowboys have done, or the Giants or the Commanders. How you feeling with the Cowboys right now?
You know, with the Cowboys, honestly, I think they got better defensively. The new defensive coordinator over there, he's a guy that's big on X's and O's and details. So I
Parker,
think, yeah, I think they're going to be good this year. But when I say good, playoff good, I don't know. I can't say that yet. I can't. I don't. I honestly don't know who's going to be the king of that division. I need to do some more homework and research in my mind. But I
right,
do think it's going to be a close race this year, man. I think every team in there could be close to 500 or over.
right. I mean, to me, I think that we have made better efforts defensively by getting Durant, who came
Hold
from
up,
the
hold up,
Rams.
hold up, hold up, hold up.
Go ahead.
Do y'all hear this? This man said we.
Me, me,
Who the
me.
hell is who's me? You talking about the Cowboys?
Yes.
Say the
Since you off the
Cowboys, man.
bandwagon, since you
Say
off
the
the
Cowboys.
bandwagon, in,
I'm not.
since you off the bandwagon, in, since you off the bandwagon, in, since it's Dak did.
Look, man.
But I'll say
All
me then,
right,
because I'll stick with them. My
all
bad,
right.
everybody. Me, because you stick to the Longhorns, I stick to Cowboys. But I understand. I understand, T. But hey, when we go 10-7 this year, and then when we go 10-7 this year, and we make
Oh,
some noise in the playoffs or the wild card, don't say,
uh,
"Oh, wait a minute, oh
hey,
dang." Hey,
hey, man. Look,
I'll say this. I'll say this. Do I say we're going to Super Bowl? No, I'm not that type of Cowboys fan. I'm a realistic Cowboys fan. But what Parker is doing, and what everyone else is doing with Schottenheimer, getting younger coaches, getting younger coordinators, Jerry actually letting Schottenheimer get his guys, get the culture ready. I think it's setting a new tone to what not now, but what the future can be with the Cowboys. I think they did a great. I think they did great terms of the draft by getting Malachi Lawrence, who's one of the better underrated college UFC UCF pass rushers in the league. I think
yeah,
Malachi Lawrence is going to show up. You got Jay Sean Basham from Jay Sean Barham from Michigan, who's
kid
one
from
of the
Michigan.
better
Yeah.
in
Oh,
edge
that's good.
rushers who can put inside and outside. You
Mm-hmm.
got him in the third round of the draft, the 92nd pick. And then absolutely probably the steal of the draft is Caleb Downs, who's
Mm-hmm.
not really even a safety. He's a nickel, he's a boundary guy, he's a linebacker, he's outside, he's inside, he's gonna blitz, he's gonna cover. I mean, he's a generational talent with Caleb Downs. And I'm not saying that we're gonna be world beaters on defense, but we ain't gonna be second to last defensive team in the NFL.
Man,
That's all
y'all,
I'm
this
saying.
kid is geeking out, man.
No, I'm not geeking out.
This kid is geeking out. Look, I hear you, man. I hear you. I still got to see it all play out. Caleb Downs, I think, is going to be a game changer for them. Everyone else, we got to see it,
And
man.
then
At
Gordon
the end of the
Williams,
day, just like
and then we still kept Kenny Clark, and then
look, man, I've been around long enough to know right now I don't bet on them boys. My eyes has to see it.
really,
Yeah, really, man. I
really,
know you still young at heart. I get it. I get it.
You can't. You tell
Your
me with
emotions.
this that on paper. With this team on, can we say this? With this team on paper, aren't they a better team than last year's team on paper?
I can
The
admit
team that
that.
actually went 7-10
I
with a
can
trash
admit.
defense.
I can admit that. I didn't seen a lot of teams on paper. Troy looked good. Hell, my high school team, we was ranked #1 in the state. We look good on paper. Ask me what we went, bro. You remember?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Anyways, man, that's a whole nother story. But
But that, but my thing
I
is,
gotta see it play out, man. I gotta see it play out because at the end of the day, everybody has to come, man, put in effort. They have to come out there, execute the game plan. And the Cowboys, we lack details, man. We lack execution. Every time, I don't even know if it's. I mean, well, some of that stuff last year was about talent, but from some of the past teams, it hasn't even been about talent. It's about lack of execution, bro. Lack of
lacks of
execution.
execution,
So
showing up in the big times. I
right,
understand.
man. So I've seen this story before, man.
I'm just going
I
step
have.
by step. I'm just going step by step, though. I'm just trying to say, hey, don't be shocked if we're one of the teams that make it to the playoffs by a wild card team. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying we're going to be the #1 team in the division, but you're saying that. But you're saying the Eagles not going to be #1 team in the division. Who you got #1 team in the division? If not the
like like
Cowboys,
like I said, I'm saving my pick, man. I like to do my
is it the
homework.
Giants?
You know what, man? With all the talent that they have over there, I don't know, man.
What?
I like what I see. What John Harbaugh
No, see,
John is doing over
you
there.
just said
Not
you
this
can't
game.
always say it on paper and determine what the execute is in terms of execution. The Giants are a quintessential of all-star paper team, but in execution, they blew the lead last year. They were the worst teams when it came to fourth quarters. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
they got a coach that is great on X's and O's and in a new environment that I feel like that has given him new life. And I think he's gonna go over there and clean house, man. I think he's gonna right that ship over there. Everybody should be nervous about the Giants in the upcoming year, man.
You
With
know
all
that
the
John
talent that are
Harbaugh with the
accumulating,
Ravens. You
yeah,
know that John Harbaugh with the Ravens last year, especially throughout the years when they had the years that they had with going 12-4, 11-6, right? You know they never made the NFC Championship, right?
hey
AFC Championship.
man, as much as I love Lamar, you got to put some of that on Lamar, bro. Come on, I put
Not,
some of that on Lamar.
not in terms of what their defense was throughout the playoffs with Marlon Humphrey and Campbell, and in terms of what they did with getting Raekwon Swift and still choked, right? Against the Titans, against
I
the
get it.
Bills,
I
against the
get it.
Chiefs, right?
I
Not
get
in
it. But
terms of that defense choking, right? Or everybody mirrors Mark Andrews dropping the ball in goal line situation to get
I
them
get it. I
right.
get it, man. But at the end of the day, if you're a two-time NFL MVP, we talk about it all the time, little bro. That position has to elevate you. It has to.
All
I
I'm
don't
saying,
care who you
Lamar.
are. Yeah, that
All I'm
gotta be the
saying,
piece.
Lamar won it hardball going. That's
You
all I'm
think
saying.
you think that? I
Yeah,
think man,
did you not see the sideline?
I didn't hear that report, bro. I didn't hear
You
that.
would have to hear the report. You can see it in the sideline dissension with them last year.
I didn't hear that report, man. I think John is a
You didn't
player's
want to hear?
coach,
Okay.
man. I think he's a player's coach, man. At the end of the day, he's no nonsense, man. We come in here, we play ball, but he still allows his players, man, to be them. I like
I
that
think
about
we're overrating John Harbaugh a little bit. That's all.
you.
I think we're overrating him a little bit. To me, I think he's a great coach. He's a great regular season coach. He's a great coach when it comes to culture. And yes, he does uplift the Giants in terms of what they just want to do, which is playoff success or just playoff appearances. But when that comes to terms of okay, we're here, we're in the playoffs, we keep making playoff appearances. Why not NFC Championship? Why not a Super Bowl? And he's just not a coach that gives them over the hump. He's just not a coach that gives teams over the hump, especially the teams that the Ravens did, especially with all those years. He hasn't been in Super Bowl appearance since Ray Lewis back in 2013, the last time they
I
won a Super
get
Bowl.
it. I get it. But you know what you can't overlook, man? Steady. It's hard to find steady, man. It's hard to find somebody that when they come into a situation, you know what the hell you gonna get, little bro.
Okay.
And
All
see,
right. All right.
and my thing is, I know you still young in the workplace, and so when we hire employees, when we look for people that can come in and not only adapt, bro, to the process, to the rules, to what it's supposed to be, but also steady the ship. Come in with a little something, man. That's what
Okay.
John. That's what John is for this team. So we
He's a
know what we're
culture
gonna
setter.
do.
I understand. I
Exactly.
understand. I understand. I understand. And you got a great young core. Malachi Neighbors, Darius Slayton. They signed Odell Beckham to train. I don't know what that was about, but
Hey man,
Cam Scatterboo, Jackson Dart. You got Abdul Carter, Kavion Thibodeau. I mean, you got the new draft. It's just like they're so stacked when it comes defensively. It comes to their offense, when it comes to their defense, that yeah, I understand. I understand why people have the hype in terms of what they could be. My thing is, I'm not big on them right now because I think they're going to have some growing pains as a young team. Like DJ Reader, Darius Alexander, Brian Burns, right? Trenton Henderson, like Trenton Edmonds. They're good. Like they're good on paper. But Arvell Reese, I mean, ran a 4.4 as a linebacker, 4.5 as a linebacker, which is insane. Arvell Reese is one of the most dynamic, athletic linebackers in the league. Really, he's not even a linebacker. He's an inside guy that can play linebacker. So
hmm.
I understand it, but to me, I gotta see it. I'm with that with the Giants. You are with the Cowboys. So let's see it.
Yeah,
Commanders, we're not high as the Commanders. All they gotta really do, I think, is Dan Quinn's. Dan Quinn's gonna be fired.
you think
In
so?
terms, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If they have another failure year in terms of below 500, yeah, he's
Yeah.
fired. He's fired.
As long as their
Their number
quarterback
one
is
goal,
upright, see, as long as their quarterback is upright and healthy, man, I think they got a chance.
their mission is keep Jalen healthy and have Sonny Styles try to win defensive rookie of the year. That's
Yeah,
the
he's gonna
that's
be
the to me.
scary out there too, man. If
He
him
is.
and Reese, man, if they translate well to the NFL, them boys gonna be out there banging.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They will. They will. But in terms of the NFL, what we talked about, I know the NFL draft happened a month ago,
Yep.
but we still got to talk about it, man. We still got to talk about it. Our sleepers that we absolutely love. T, you go ahead, start off, man.
I mean,
Who
since we were
was
talking
your?
about,
Go ahead.
excuse me, but since we were talking about the Cowboys, I mean, I know you already said my boy, man, Caleb Downs. So I'll start with him, man. He's going to be the quarterback of the defense. The IQ level, man, the physicality, how it all translates to the NFL. I think the guy will be prepared. So I'm excited to see him. That'll be my first guy, man. I'm also looking at, we'll get back on the Giants. Colton Hood. I love the length, bro. I
Yeah.
love the recovery speed. I love the ball skills. Um, it's one of the hardest positions to project is that cornerback position, but I mean, I think he has high upside to be a cornerback one.
Yeah.
Last guy I'm gonna say, man, is Denzel Boston. Kid
Denzel
came
Boston's nice.
out of Washington. He's a red zone target man, contested catches. He's an NFL
Big.
body, big body. Think he's going to translate well, man, for the Cleveland Browns, whoever's throwing him the ball. So looking forward to seeing how those kids translate.
I think. Yeah. I mean, I like Denzel Boston a lot, man. I think Denzel Boston did get a lot of time because Washington was they weren't underachievers, but Washington didn't really exceed enough in terms of that year. It kind of overshadowed him, especially the insane year. Of course, with the wide receivers that we have now, especially with Jordan Tyson, with Carnell Tate, he was just getting overshadowed a lot by the big dynamic Big Ten SEC receivers. So I
Right,
understand that. Um,
right.
Mine is Dylan Peterman.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a good one.
the end of the minute, when I saw him in Oregon, he absolutely popped out. Dude's
Hmm.
not just his only safety. He can play inside. He can play a nickel. He can play linebacker at times. I think he absolutely fits the Ben Johnson, what his defense is, what he likes in defensive guys. You saw what he did with Nashawn Wright, our failure second round pick, right? And Nashawn Wright was not only a corner, he was a safety, he was a linebacker at times, and he's going to put Dylan Thielman in that type of situation. I think Dylan Thielman, he's very athletic, but he's also when it comes to that position, he's smart. He knows where the ball is at. He goes sideline on sideline. He's versatile. So I thought that was another great pick
Good
for
one.
them. Another one is I don't give a dang about his measurements. Ruben Bain is to me the best like linebacker, edge rusher in that draft. I don't give a dang about his measurements. I don't give a dang that he doesn't have a lot of he doesn't have a lot of baggage when it comes to his move set. He has one move, he has two moves. I understand. He's not polished as a linebacker in terms of what or flashy in terms of what a linebacker is, constitutional linebacker is. But dude, he gets the job done.
Yeah, he does.
He goes underneath, he pushes the on lineman out, and he gets to the quarterback. That's what he does. He uses his size, he uses power as an advantage to get him to the gaps, to get him to the lane, to get him to the running backs, getting the quarterbacks. He's the best edge rusher to me. And another one is Anthony Hill Jr. Now I know Anthony Hill Jr. Now I understand why Anthony Hill Jr. fell in the second round. He's not he's very versatile. Sometimes he does get picked a lot in the coverage when it comes to
Pass coverage.
slants.
Yeah.
Pass coverage comes to slants, but T, you already know when he picks it up, when he picks it up, he knows what the offense is doing. He's one of the better dynamic linebackers
Yeah.
in the college football game. He was one of the quintessentials why we still kept we still kept teams in terms of SEC in terms of SEC schedule, why teams struggled against us when it comes to pass coverage and why teams struggle against us in terms of stop and creating runs, and because he was a great run stopper when it came to downhill, and the interceptions that he got for us, the one hand interception that he got against what was that against? Was that against Kentucky or Vanderbilt?
Can't remember what game that was.
He just
Yeah.
jumped so
Oh
freaking
yeah, I
high.
remember. I
I
remember.
forgot that. But
Showed that
Eddie Hill's
athletic.
athletic as hell. But he's shown why he's to me pure talented when it comes to inside and outside linebacker. And I think
Hmm.
he's very underrated in terms of what he can do. And I think Tennessee's building something there with Cam Ward, Cardinal Tate, and I do like with Robert Saleh because that's a Robert
Yeah.
Saleh guy.
Yeah, it is.
I think he definitely sees him as kind of a type of not a Fred Warner, but like what's his name? The Texans. He's with the Texans now outside linebacker. Nasir,
Oh,
forgot his
I
name.
remember who that kid is. I'm about to say, I know you're not talking about the Alabama kid.
Oh no, I'm not talking about Anderson. No, I mean he could be. No, I'm joking.
Nah,
I'm joking.
nah.
But yeah, Anthony is gonna be in great hands with Robert Solid there, man.
I think so with that scheme, man. I'm hearing great reports also about Carnell Tate over there, that connection with Cam Ward. Yeah, I'm hearing
Dude,
great. So I don't know, man. We're gonna see. It's gonna be a fun
you're
season.
gonna see, man. Any other sleepers? Any other sleepers like I thought the Dolphins did a pretty solid job with
Well,
Chris Johnson from San Diego State, cornerback.
yeah,
Chris Bell, 6'4", Louisville wide receiver. I know he's dropped low because he had he torn his ACL, but Chris Bell is like they used him so many ways as a kind of a Debo Samuels type, a run style wide receiver, but can catch the ball. I do think that Dolphins are building something there, and I love Jacob Rodriguez. I don't understand the Jacob Rodriguez hate. Texas Tech linebacker. I don't understand it. He finished top five in Heisman. He had 7 interceptions. He had over 1,000 tackles. He had 6 sacks as a linebacker. I don't understand why Jacob Rodriguez fell so low. To me,
I
I don't
mean,
understand it.
we've seen this story before, man.
But
It's
David
called.
Bailey's fourth?
I don't know, bro. I mean, what's that kid from Notre Dame, man, that had an all Mentai? Was it Teo?
Manti Te'o. But he's no near Manti Te'o. He's more versatile than Manti Te'o.
You think? Nah,
Manti Te'o was one dimensional as hell.
hell nah, bro. Teo was that guy. He just couldn't. I mean, the NFL level is just different, man. I
I
don't
told
think.
you. I
I
knew
don't
Manti
think
Te'o was gonna
Rodriguez
be.
is
I
more
knew Manti
athletic.
Te'o was gonna be a bust, man.
Hell nah. I don't see
He was
Rodriguez.
undersized as a linebacker, and he was
Yeah,
terrible when it came to stopping the run.
I don't see Rodriguez, man. He doesn't have the athleticism. I think that's why he
I
dropped.
understand. He
I
doesn't,
think
but
that's
he
why.
has the nose for the ball. That's the point.
I
I don't
mean,
give a
hey,
damn about
man.
how lack of athletic you are. You have the nose for the ball. You have the nose for the ball.
I agree. I agree. Is it going to translate? We're going to see, man. The eye in the sky don't lie. The guy can play ball. Does it translate to the next level? We are going to see, man. That's what we got to do.
I wanted him as a Cowboys fan. I wanted him, so
Nah, man.
I did.
Nah,
I
man.
did. I did. But let's see, man. Let's see how it is. I feel good, man. I feel good as a in terms of what the Cowboys can do. I feel good as in terms of I hope the Eagles and Nick Sirianni kind of plummet, but in terms of what they are offensively, hopefully. Um, but let's see, man. I just don't want the Eagles to win the division again. I'm so tired of it. 3 straight years, man. I'm tired of it. I want a new face. I just really do, man.
That's the motion talking, man. At the end of
Oh
the
yeah, I'm a
day,
fan at first. I'm a fan first. Evan is second right now.
and I'm just a spectator, man. I enjoy
Right.
what I see, and then I comment on it.
Yeah.
At this point, man, I've seen so much, uh, and experienced so much that I've removed the emotion when it comes to the game. Hell, I ain't playing, and I ain't
I'm
getting
not there
paid.
yet.
I
I
ain't
ain't there
getting
yet, but
paid.
I'll
I
get
ain't getting
there.
paid.
I'll get
Yeah,
there.
I used to be that, bro. I used to, and then at the end of the day, I was like, it don't affect my bottom line, so I just watch. I just watch, but we have fun talking about it. But
We
this
do.
does conclude, just this little preview that we had in store for you all. Once again, we do have something coming special in the summer. My name is TB's. This is the star of the show.
KT free, man. We
We
love y'all, man.
appreciate y'all spending some time with us. Like we said, sorry about the absence, but we do got to handle our business as well. But we have more coming, more coming.
More coming. More coming. And it's it for us, man. Appreciate y'all. Please like, subscribe, follow us. TikTok's gonna be popping. Uh, keep following us on Instagram. YouTube is gonna be. This is gonna drop as soon as possible. Love y'all. Keep safe. Ball don't lie.
Peace.
Peace.